Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight it is a Colorado 7 League doubleheader as the Fort Morgan Mustangs have traveled here to the court of the Alameda Pirates. Good evening, everyone. Brian Nickel along with Claudia Nickel here at Alameda High School. Michaela Clipper back doing the boards for us tonight in Fort Morgan. This is the second time these two teams have met. The first contest this year, the Mustangs won 54-12. In that contest, Haley Lewis had 21 points and 7 rebounds. The Mustangs led the half by a score of 41-6 and just cruised on from there. So the girls' game will be first here on the agenda tonight, getting started here as soon as they get done with the introductions of the Alameda Lady Pirates. They've already done the introductions for the Lady Mustangs, so we will give those to you. The Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting tonight for your Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, sophomore Kelsey Shaver, sophomore Hallie Shaver, sophomore Haley Lewis, junior Abby Mussman, and senior Lindsay Nestor. Lady Mustangs into this contest tied for first in the Colorado 7 League with Vista Peak, both sitting at 8-1. Fort Morgan is 9-9 overall. Vista Peak is at 14-4. Fort Morgan is averaging 35.4 points a game, giving up 41 points a game. The Alameda Lady Pirates averaging 25.4 points a game and giving up 48 points a game. Getting ready here to start this contest as Haley Lewis will jump against Jaylene Pierce, a 5'10 senior. Tip is knocked out of bounds, and I'm not sure who it went off of, and neither are they. So they say it's off of Haley Lewis and out of bounds, so the Lady Pirates will have first possession here to start this contest tonight. Faith Sullivan gets it in to Doc out on the high left wing. Now into the corner as she dribbles out is Angel Bernard, almost taken away out front by Kelsey Shaver. Now over on the far right point, they get it back over on the, try to get it underneath to Pierce. They're going to call a jump ball. Nice job there by the Lady Mustangs to tie that up. So that will be possession to the, if it's a jump ball, it's possession to Fort Morgan. There we go. Now we'll get the right one. Faith Sullivan has stepped out of bounds. Going to take the ball, and that was not correct. Now into the corner, Kelsey Shaver, now out to Hallie Shaver, out to Abby Mussman, out at the point. Kelsey over on the left wing, back out to Hallie, now over to Nestor as they get it underneath. Abby Mussman on the far side, now to Nestor from the right elbow, up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Faith Sullivan. Gets it into the hands of Gutierrez. Now to Doc. To Bernard as she dribbles it back up to the point. Hands it off to Gutierrez out on the high right wing. Now she's going to pass it over to Doc out at the point once again. As the Lady Pirates, there's going to be a carry called against the Lady Pirates as she tried to go into the paint but did carry that ball. So Nestor to inbounds to the sophomore Hallie Shaver. She gets it back from Mussman. Now Mussman, we get it into Nestor. left baseline, up and good for the bucket as she passed it off to Haley Lewis. So first points of the game to Haley Lewis for the Mustangs. As the Pirates kick it out into the corner, and that shot is going to come up short, and it's going to be rebounded by Lewis, her first rebound of the night. Now to Nestor in the paint, off to Lewis from the left side. Her shot is up and no good, rebounded by Hallie Shaver. Up and good, Shaver. 2 points on the night each for Shaver and Lewis. Mustangs up 4-0. Now ball is going to be taken away by Haley Lewis on that far side. Not a good pass into the paint. Her shot is going to be up, rolls around and no good. Rebounded by Mussman. Her putback is up and good for Abby Mussman. So a quick 6-point lead here for the Mustangs. Just under 5.5 to go here in this first period. Now we'll have a tie-up here at about the free throw line as Kelsey Shaver reaches in and ties up the ball. So possession arrow to Alameda. Steal on the far side by Hallie Shaver. Her shot is up and good, and she is also fouled on the shot. So we'll see who that foul is going to go against. They do count the bucket. I believe that is going to go against Angel Bernard. Be her first. So Shaver will go to the line to shoot one. That free throw is up and good for Hallie Shaver. She has 5 points on the night. Now a timeout is going to be taken by Alameda. So we'll take one with them here. The Mustangs up 9-0 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Alameda High School, the Pirates throw the ball away on the inbounds, and Haley Lewis goes up for the shot but is fouled on the shot. So she will go to the line to shoot two. First free throw is off the rim and no good. Haley Lewis with shot number 2 coming up here. That free throw is up and good for Haley Lewis. 3 points on the night for Lewis. 10-0 Fort Morgan as the Mustangs get pressure at half court. Drive is going to be all the way down and up and no good. Rebounded by the Pirates and then knocked out of bounds by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So Alameda inbound right baseline of their basket as they get the ball out to the point, and that three is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Nestor. Nice strong rebound there by Lindsay Nestor. Shot is passed down court to Kelsey Shaver, and her little jumper is up and good. So 12-0 Fort Morgan here with 4:31 to go. Ball is tipped away from Alameda and out of bounds. So Alameda will inbounds near side. Caitlin Wells will check in for Abby Mussman. Caitlin Wells, a sophomore as well. Now as the Lady Pirates look to work this ball around into the hands of Doc. Ball into the paint is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Once again, Haley Lewis all the way down that left side. Now she passes it underneath and off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. Not really a good pass there by Haley Lewis. It was pretty plugged up there in the paint. So Fort Morgan once again to try to trap at half court. Steal by Haley Shaver. She gets it off to her sister, and that shot is up and no good. Then another rebound, and looks like Hallie Shaver will go to the line to shoot two. And that foul is going to go against Bianca Cisneros, her first. Shaver's first free throw is up and no good. Substitution down for the Pirates as Bernard goes out and Misty Martinez, a 5'2" senior comes in for the Lady Pirates. Next free throw is up and good for Shaver. 13-0 Fort Morgan as Martinez brings the ball down. She's met out at mid-court. Now taken away by Caitlin Wells. They get it up to Haley Lewis. Haley Lewis's shot is going to be up and good on the layup from the left side. 15-0 here, Fort Morgan. As we said earlier, Fort Morgan won this first contest back in Fort Morgan, 54-12. And that's the way it looks like it's going to be in this game now, is Haley Lewis with another rebound. They get it off. And a turnover by the Mustangs. Not a good pass by Hallie Shaver. Was out of bounds, out of the reach of Caitlin Wells. Now Riley Bauman to check in for Lindsay Nestor. With 3:15 to go here, first period, the Mustangs leading 15-0. Martinez brings it up. Going to be met at half court by the Trap. She gets it off to Gutierrez. Now back to Martinez once again. Going to be stolen on that far side. Hallie Shaver. Now it's going to be taken back away by the Pirates. That layup is going to be up and good by Holly Dock. First bucket of the night for the Pirates. Now they're going to call Haley Lewis for the travel. So turnover there by the Mustangs as they lead 15-2 with 2:43 and counting here, first period. Martinez gets it off to Cisneros. Now they get it down into the corner to Pierce. Back into the hands of Martinez. She tries to drive it into the lane, but she's cut off there by the Mustangs. Cross-court pass to Pierce. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Bauman. She gets into the hands of Hallie Shaver. Now Mustangs look to set up their offense. Caitlin Wells out at the high right wing picks up her dribble. Gets it off underneath now to Lewis. It's going to be knocked away from her and taken away by the Pirates. Pirates do get it up past half court with Dock as she tries to drive it all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis, but they're going to call her once again for a travel. Abby Mussman back into the game for Hallie Shaver. 6 points on the night for Shaver. She takes a seat for a little bit with 1:47 to go. First period. We get the ball into Gutierrez. Now on the far side to Cisneros. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Mussman. On the far side now they get it into the hands of Kelsey Shaver. Now to Caitlin Wells. Her shot from the right side is up and off the front of the rim and no good. Ball is tipped around and Fort Morgan will retain possession. So you get the ball into the hands of Wells once again. Now to Mussman out on the high right wing. Picks up her dribble. Now to Mussman at the free throw line. Now we get the ball out to Wells as they work the ball around here. Now they're going to call a timeout. Is going to be taken here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. We'll just keep it here. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So far tonight, the Mustangs well in control of this, up 15-2 with a little over a minute to go here in this first period. Kelsey Shaver with 2, Hallie Shaver with 6, Haley Lewis with 5, and Abby Mussman with 2. As Caitlin Wells will inbounds near side for the Mustangs. They get it in to Mussman up high. Now over to Kelsey Shaver out on the left wing. Caitlin Wells back to Shaver. Mussman out high. They look to get it in to Lewis. They do. Lewis's shot is going to be up and good off the backboard for Haley Lewis. 47 seconds left. 15-point lead for the Mustangs, 17-2. You could get the ball into the hands of Martinez over on that left side. Martinez back now out at the point. Picks up her dribble. She gets it off to Doc. Doc, cross-court pass to Cisneros. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded though by Mussman. Down to 19 seconds. Mussman hustles the ball down court. Picks it up now to Bauman. Bauman's shot is going to be up and no good, but rebounded by Haley Lewis on the right side, and it is up and good for Lewis. 6 seconds to go here. 19-2. Fort Morgan. Another steal by the Mustangs. Caitlin Wells, it'll go if it counts. Or counts if it goes, but that's how the first period will come to an end with the Mustangs up by 17. 19-2 Mustangs on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel here at Alameda High School as the Lady Mustangs are up 19-2 as we get this second period started here just shortly. Haley Lewis with 9 points in that period. Hallie Shaver with 6 as the Mustangs get the ball in court to Hallie Shaver as she dribbles the ball around now to Wells out on the high left point. Over into the far corner to Mussman. Mussman underneath to Lewis. Nice job there. Nice dish off to Haley Lewis for the bucket as she gets it from Mussman. Going to be a steal in the backcourt by the Mustangs. Now to Hallie Shaver. Her shot is up and good, and she is fouled on the shot. 23-2 here with 7:29 to go second period. And that will be the second foul on Angel Bernard. So Hallie Shaver to go to the line to shoot, where she is 2 of 3 so far tonight from the free throw line. That free throw is up and good for Shaver. 24-2. Full court pressure here now by the Lady Mustangs. Pirates get the ball across the court. Now they need to drop back here. That layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and off of Alameda and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will inbounds right baseline as they get the ball into the hands of Shaver. Now to Wells out on the high left point. Dribbles down, now picks it up, gets back out to Shaver out at the point. 7 minutes to go, 24-2 Fort Morgan. Not a good pass over to Wells. Now they're going to call a push foul. I believe that's going to go against Alameda. That will be on Serafina Gutierrez, her first, team 5th. So far, no fouls on the Lady Mustangs. They get the ball into Mussman, now to Wells. Shaver from the left side. Her shot is going to be blocked but taken by Nestor. And she is going to be hammered on the shot. So Nestor will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul will go on Doc, her first. So Nestor to the line for the first time tonight, up and off the back of the rim and no good. So she will prepare to shoot number 2 here. And that one is up and nothing but net that time for Nestor, her first point of the night. The Mustangs now up 25-2. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs. As they get the ball underneath, that shot is going to be up and good by Jaylene Pierce. Shaver now over to Mussman. The pass is going to be taken away in the paint, but a jump ball will be called, so that will be possession to the Pirates. So Amy Anderson in, as well as Kelsey Shaver. Caitlin Wells and Haley Lewis will go to the bench with 6:11 to go here. Second period, the Mustangs up 25-4. They're going to call a foul on the Mustangs, their first of the night. And that will go against Kelsey Shaver. Kelsey also with a bucket tonight, 2 points on the night for her. Vigil gets the ball taken away by Kelsey Shaver. Shaver drives it all the way down the left side, picks it up now to Nestor. Nestor dumping from the left side is going to be up and good for Lindsay Nestor. Just inside the free throw line in the paint. 27-4. Now another steal in the backcourt. So you get the ball into the hands of Kelsey Shaver. Now to Mussman. Mussman dribbles down that right side to the right baseline, picks it up now out to Hallie Shaver. And that shot is up and good once again for Shaver. So the Mustangs lighten it up here in this first half, 29-4. Yep, should be a walk, and it is. As the Fort Morgan pressure causes the turnover here. With 5:17 to go, the Mustangs up 29-4. Mussman now out to Shaver, out at the point. Now they try to get it in underneath to Nestor. And she loses it, and then the Alameda Pirate gets it, falls to the floor, and is called for the travel. So the Mustangs will inbounds right baseline of their basket as Hallie Shaver will inbounds for the Mustangs. They get it into Kelsey Shaver. Her shot is partially blocked. Rebounded by Anderson. They're going to call Anderson for the travel before she gets the pass away. With 5:02 to go here, first half of play, 29-4. Lady Mustangs. Pirates get the ball up court. Little jumper from the left side off the backboard. Up and good for Holly Dock, her second bucket of the night. 29-6 now as they get it over to Mussman. Mussman picks it up to Hallie Shaver. She dribbles over the left side now to Mussman out on the high right wing. Back to Shaver on the left side. Underneath now to Kelsey Shaver. Back to Hallie. We're going to call 3 seconds on the Lady Mustangs, so a turnover there by the Mustangs. 4:27 to go as they lead 29-6 here in the first half. With just under 4.5 to go here in this first half. Now another steal by Hallie Shaver, and she gets it underneath to Abby Mussman. Mussman's shot is up and good. 4 points on the night for Mussman. Now a turnover on the inbounds as the pressure causes Misty Martinez to step over the line before she gets the ball in. Mussman now in the left corner now to Amy Anderson. Amy Anderson shot off the left side, off the rim, and no good. Going to be rebounded by Sullivan. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Kelsey Shaver. Now they're going to call a reach foul, and I believe that will go on Jaylene Pierce. And that will put the Lady Mustangs into the 1-and-1. We'll see if that is who that is on. That is on Jaylene Pierce, her first. 17 fouls on the Lady Pirates, only 1 on the Lady Mustangs. 3:59 to go, 31-6 lead here for the Lady Mustangs. As we said in the first game of this series this year, the Mustangs were up 41-6 at half. Free throw is up and no good, but rebounded by the Mustangs. Shot up and no good, rebounded by Nestor. Her shot partially blocked from behind as we get the ball into the hands of Lucero. She dribbles it up into the front court, gets it off to Pierce. That shot is going to be up and no good. It's going to be off the hands. I thought it was going to be off of Fort Morgan, but they said it was punched out of her hands by Lucero. So the Lady Mustangs will inbound. With 3:36 to go here in this first half, up 31-6. Hallie Shaver off to Mussman. Back to Shaver, now to Anderson on the high left wing. Back to Shaver, now to Mussman. Mussman's shot is going to be up and no good. and off of Amy Anderson as she tried to go for the ball and out of bounds. So the Pirates do get the ball in. Fort Morgan meeting them about three-quarter court. Now they get it up into the front court. Now a timeout is going to be taken by Alameda. It's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. We'll give you some sponsors here. Central Auto Parts. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. MMI International. When buying a mixer or feeder truck, nothing compares to the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. Your operation deserves the best. MMI continually outperform hands down, and they aren't afraid to stand behind their product. Call them at 842-5161. 3:10 to go here in this second period of play with the Mustangs up 31-6. Pirates do inbounds far side. Get the ball into Martinez. Now to Sullivan. Picks up her dribble out high, being guarded by Wells. Ball tipped away, but picked up by Dock. Holly Dock drives it into the lane. Her layup is going to be up and no good, but they're going to say she was fouled on the shot. And that will go on Maddie Griffith as she has come into the game for the Mustangs. So Dock to the line to shoot two as she was fouled on that shot attempt, and that ball is off the back of the rim and no good. So Bauman, Griffith, Haley Lewis, Caitlin Wells, and Hallie Shaver on the court for the Mustangs. Free throw no good once again. Riley Bauman with the rebound. Wells out on the high right wing, now to Lewis. Now to Maddie Griffin. His first shot from the left side is up and no good. Rebounded by Haley Lewis. Tried to get the shot up. Looked like she was mugged under there and no call. Off of her and out of bounds. Lady Pirates to inbounds far into the court. Lady Mustangs up 31-6 with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Alameda gets the ball into the front court with Sullivan. Now there's going to be a foul called out at the point. And that is going to, as Hallie Shaver, be her first, team third. So Sullivan will inbounds far side. Just into the front court. She gets into the hands of Gutierrez. Gutierrez picks up her dribble out at the point. Now hands off to Lucero. Pass into the lane is taken away by the Mustangs. Maddie Griffith. Now they get the ball up court to Haley Lewis. They're going to call Lewis for the travel before she gets the ball put down. 2:07 to go here, first half. 31-6 Fort Morgan. As they will pick up pressure at half court. Sullivan has the ball taken away by Shaver. Now underneath to Lewis, and they're going to have a push foul as Lewis was trying to go to the bucket. Not in the act of shooting, I don't believe. And I believe that foul is going to go on Gutierrez, will be her second. So Haley Lewis to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That free throw is off the back rim and no good. Haley Lewis gets the rebound back, her shot up and no good. Haley Shaver, though, with the putback on the left side. So Shaver with the bucket, 33-6 Lady Mustangs with 1:40 to go. First period. V-Hill on the far side now to Sullivan. Pass is going to be taken away in the paint, and then a foul is going to be called. So I believe that will send Haley Lewis back to the line to shoot 1-and-1 once again. We will see who that is on, and that foul is going to go on Misty Martinez. Will be her first. So Haley Lewis back to the line for another shot at the 1-1, and that is up and good by Haley Lewis, so she will earn another. She waits at the free throw line. She gets the countdown from the Alameda band. That free throw up and good also for Lewis. Mustangs look to pick up at half court once again. Over here on the near side to Sullivan, now out at the point. Going to be taken away. Caitlin Wells, she's going to get it up to Hallie Shaver. Her layup is going to be up and no good off the front of the rim. Ball is fought for underneath, now kicked out into the corner. Wells gets it, but her pass underneath is going to be taken away, so turnover Mustangs. As the Pirates, with under a minute to go here, bring the ball up, get it cross court to Martinez. Vigil now takes it out to the point, under 50 seconds here to go. Mustangs with the big lead. Now they're going to call another foul on the Lady Mustangs, and that will go on Maddie Griffith. That will be her second. Team fourth, as the Pirates will inbound left baseline to get it into the hands of Cisneros. Maddie Griffith is going to be called for her third foul. That will be team foul number 5. She was trying to reach and take that ball away, but the contact was too much. With 41.4 seconds to go, the Mustangs up 34-6. Alameda with the ball out at the point. Vigil now over on the left side to Apodaca, now over into the right corner. Now back out to the point to Apodaca, picks it up, hands off to Martinez. She dribbles around the perimeter. Down to 16 seconds. Now a three is going to be taken from the corner, up and no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Wells. She gets it into the hands of Haley Lewis. Lewis's layup is going to be up and good from the left side. Down to 2 seconds. That's how this first half will come to an end, with the Lady Mustangs up 36-6 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Alameda High School, the Lady Mustangs up 37-6. A couple minutes left here in the halftime show. Give you the standings for the girls in the Colorado 7 League. Vista Peak and Fort Morgan each at 8-1. World Central at 6-4. Unless they missed one there. Elizabeth is at 8-2. Skyview is at 4-6. Inglewood is at 3-6. Fort Lupton 0-9, and Alameda also sitting at 0-8. Tonight, the other games going on. Vista Peak is at Elizabeth. Skyview is at Inglewood, and Fort Lupton is at Weld Central. Haley Lewis this year leads the Colorado 7 League in points per game at 14. She is second in league at 8.9 rebounds per game. So she's already matched her average here. She's sitting at 15. As they get ready to come back out here for the second half of play. I see Allie Keller on the far side here. They have brought her to watch the girls play, and that's good to see her out and about, still in a wheelchair, so hopefully she will be able to overcome that, and knowing that she probably won't be playing basketball this year again, but be able to come back and play next year. So Mustangs get the ball in court, far side, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Doc. So Fort Morgan to retain possession on the far side, as they will inbounds in front of their own bench. Hallie Shaver looks to get the ball in, gets it into Kelsey, now to Mussman out at the high left wing. Now to Kelsey Shaver. Her shot is going to be up, in, and out. Rebounded by Nestor, put back up and in by Lindsay Nestor. It's the way to start off the second half here, as the Mustangs meet them at midcourt. Ball is going to be tipped away by Hallie Shaver into the hands of Mussman, but they called her for a double dribble. I guess they said she had caught it on her hip and then continued to dribble. So Fort Morgan now picks up about three-quarter court on their full court, on their press. Alameda does get the ball into the front court, over onto the far side into the hands of Bernard. Out at the point is the Mustangs with their defense. Going to be underneath, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds and off of the foot of Pierce. So turnover by the Pirates as the Mustangs will inbounds far into the court as they get it into the hands of Hallie Shaver. Now to Mussman out on the high left wing. Back to Shaver out high. Now to Lewis. Her shot is going to be up and no good. And then she will commit the foul on the reach after the rebound. So that will be Haley Lewis's first foul here in this game. Mustangs up 39-6 with 6:40 to go here in this third period as the Alameda Pirates are having a tough time here with it. Fort Morgan does come away with it in the back court. Now it's going to be taken away by the Pirates. Shot is going to be up and no good. Ball is tipped around. Jump ball is going to be called as Kelsey Shaver with the tie-up, but it will belong to the Lady Pirates. With Sullivan to inbounds as they get it over on the far side. That shot is going to be up and good for Bernard, her first bucket of the night. Mussman picks up her dribble, now hands it off to Hallie Shaver, back to Mussman on the right side. Now over to Nestor. Nestor head fake, dribbles it all the way down, and they're going to call an illegal block, I believe, on Haley Lewis, so no bucket. And that's who it will be. Let's see who they called it on. I think, yeah, it was on Lewis. Coach Schoen not completely agreeing with that call. Mustangs pick up a half court once again. Going to be taken away by Mussman. She's got her layup to the bucket. That is up and good, and she is fouled on the layup. And that foul will go against Bernard, her third. So Mussman now with 6 points on the night as she will go to the line to shoot one. Free throw is up and good for Mussman. Seven points on the night for Mussman. A little short on the scoreboard once again. They have it 40-8. Layup is going to be up and good for Haley Lewis from that right side. I think they're about 4 points short, 3 points short on the scoreboard. Going to be taken away once again by the Mustangs in the front court. Layup is going to be up and good once again for Haley Lewis. I don't know if somebody's not well here for the Lady Pirates. That might be Sullivan, I believe, is who that is. So we have a little, I don't know if she got hit. I'm not sure what happened there. She is walking over to the bench as we're still about 2 points short on the scoreboard. Should be 46-8. They have missed a basket here someplace, but we'll keep it right here. We know ours is correct. Ball is tipped away again by the Mustangs, but retained by the Pirates. Now they got to score up right. Layup is going to be up and good on that far end, and that will be Jaylene Pierce with 4 points on the night. Mussman into Haley Lewis. Her shot is up and good, and she is fouled on the shot once again, 48-10, with a free throw coming up with 4:42 to go here in this third period. So they're feeding Haley Lewis all night right down there at the point of attack. Now Fort Morgan will bring in all new players except for Haley Lewis. So Amy Anderson, Caitlin Wells, Maddie Griffith, and Michaela Forsyth into the game for the Mustangs, as they've got the score right now up on the board, 48-10. Haley Lewis now with her free throw, and that is up and good for Lewis. So now she will take a seat. Briley Bauman into the game for Lewis. So a nice job here by the starters of the Mustangs. Now a foul is going to be called in the backcourt, and I believe that's going to be on Maddie Griffith. If it is, it will be her fourth. Four fouls on Maddie Griffith. The only other person with multiple fouls is Haley Lewis with 2. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Anderson, but knocked away from behind on her. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded once again by Anderson. A jump ball is going to be called underneath, so possession to the Lady Mustangs with 4:23 to go here, up 49-10. Maddie Griffith brings the ball up into the front court. Passes off to Forsyth, now back to Griffith. Pass is going to be taken away in the paint. Apodaca all the way down. That is going to be it for Maddie Griffith, I believe, as she has just picked up foul number 5. And that will send Apodaca to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. For Apodaca, her first point of the night. Second free throw up, rolls around and no good, but wouldn't have counted anyway. She was over in the lane too soon. So Riley Bauman inbounds to Wells, as Wells will bring it into the front court, get the offense set up here for the Mustangs with 4 minutes to go here in this period. It's going to be a jump called in underneath as Kelsey Klaus has come in for Maddie Griffith. So possession to the Lady Pirates as Jaylene Pierce will take a seat and Cisneros will come in for her. A 3 from the left side is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Amy Anderson. Taken away momentarily, but she does regain it now into the hands of Wells. Now it's going to be taken away from Wells by Martinez. Martinez's layup is going to be up and no good, but she gets her own rebound. A 3 is going to be taken off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Forsyth. Forsyth's going to try to take it down all the way, and her shot is going to be up and blocked. And out of bounds off of the Lady Pirates. So Forsyth the inbounds right baseline of their basket. Amy Anderson. Her pass is going to be taken away to get it into the hands of Gutierrez. Gutierrez all the way down just outside the free throw line. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Forsyth. Now it's going to be tipped away from her from the back. Gutierrez hands off to Martinez. So Martinez keeps the dribble alive out at the point. Dribbles around over to the right side. Hands it off to Apodaca. Now a foul is going to be called on the baseline. I believe that will be on Klaus. That will be her first. Team fifth. As they get the ball in and taken away by the Mustangs, they get it into the hands of Wells. Wells for the layup. Layup is up and good for Caitlin Wells, her first bucket of the night. Makes it a 40-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs, 51-11. Over on the far side to Apodaca. Mustangs with a 2-3 zone defense. Now they're going to have another foul called against the Mustangs. I believe that will be on Forsyth. That will be her first, team sixth. They need to, what they do in football, if you get up by so many points, you have a running clock, and this would be a good place to have one. In basketball, when you're up by 40, should be a running clock. Ball now back out to Apodaca. Three is going to be taken. That is up and good by Martinez. As they get the ball into the hands of Wells now, brings it up now to Anderson. Anderson has it tipped away from her and taken away by Gutierrez. Gutierrez's layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Wells. She gets the ball out up ahead to Klaus. Now to Forsyth for the layup. That is going to be up, and her shot is going to be blocked, but knocked down. But nice sportsmanship there by Cisneros as she goes over to help Forsyth up. And that will be Cisneros' second free throw. So Forsyth to the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and good for Michaela Forsyth. A couple of substitutions here now for the Lady Pirates. With a minute 41 to go here in the third period, with the Lady Mustangs up 52-14. So Forsyth's second free throw up and also good. 2 points on the night for Forsyth. Pick them up at midcourt once again. Now another reach foul, and that's going to go against Forsyth. That will be her second. So it'll be team seventh. So that will put her to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That will put Apodaca to the line where she is 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. 53-14. Free throw is up, in, and stays in. Rolled around about 3 times. Stayed in. So she will get a second shot here with 1:34 to go. Third period, the Lady Mustangs up 53-15. That one also up, bounces off the front of the rim and in. Caitlin Wells to Forsyth. Forsyth on the right side picks up the dribble now to Klaus, or to Riley Bauman, off the backboard and in for Riley Bauman for her first 2 points of the night. Lady Pirates bring the ball up the court with Martinez. Now off the hands of Gutierrez. Being guarded out high by Anderson. Now over on the far side, a three is going to be taken. That is up and no good by Lucero. And off of Gutierrez and out of bounds. So some nice experience here for these ladies that do not get a lot of playing time if the game is close, but in a game like this, they're going to be in for quite a spell here. Michaela on that right side. Forsyth, her shot is going to be blocked. Will be a foul called on the shot. We will see who they put this foul on. I believe that will be on Lucero will be her first. So Forsyth back to the line to shoot two, where she just connected on two a couple of minutes ago. For her first 2 points, that free throw is off to the left, off of the rim, and no good. she will be shooting shot number 2. She was fouled on the shot. 55-16, 48 seconds left. That free throw is up and good. Forsyth with 3 points on the night. But Morgan kind of that was a hop, skip, and a jump there, and they called the travel, and that was on Diana Holquin. So turnover by the Pirates. Back to the Mustangs with 40 seconds to go here in this third period, with the Mustangs up 56-16. Forsyth gets the ball to Anderson. Anderson now over to Bauman out high to Klaus at the point. Now to Caitlin Wells. Not a good pass, but Caitlin Wells does come down with it. Forsyth now to Bauman on the left baseline. Gets it back out to Anderson out at the point with 16 seconds to go. Klaus now to Forsyth in the right corner with 8 seconds to go. Now they're going to call Forsyth for the travel. She kind of got bunched up there just to the right of the paint. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs with 6.6 seconds to go, with Mustangs up 56-16. Shot underneath. I don't know if it's going to be a shot or a pass, but they will call a foul on the shot right at the buzzer, so we will hang on here for just a minute as they will send Bernard to the line to shoot 2. I think we're just 2 or 3. I guess she's going to get 3. She was just outside the line there. She will get a chance to shoot 3. That first one is up off the front of the rim and no good. So she'll get 2 more. Second free throw up on the way, and that one is in and out. So she will get 1 more, as she was fouled outside of the 3-point arc. So far has come up empty here on the first 2. She stands out there all by herself. All the other teammates and Mustangs have gone to the bench, and that's how this third period will come to an end, with the Mustangs up 56-16 on B106 and B106.com. Start of the fourth period here. The Mustangs get the ball into Klaus, but immediately tipped away and taken away by Apodaca. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Wells. And that possession arrow should be to Alameda. They did not change it from the first possession now, as they get the ball inbounds to Lucero. It's going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Forsyth gets the ball over to Wells out at the high left point. Dribbles it down to the elbow. Now back out to Forsyth on the right side. Now back to Wells. Wells is going to be called for the carry. So turnover here by the Lady Mustangs, up 40, 56-16. Holquin gets it inbounds to Martinez as she brings it up into the front court to set up the offense for the Lady Pirates. Over on the left side to Bernard. Now out high to Lucero. Mustangs in there. Zone defense. Alameda looks to get the ball into the hands there. A shot is up and no good. Saved, not quite saved. As we could try though by Apodaca, but out of bounds. So to the Lady Mustangs, now the Pirates are going to put on a full court press as they get the ball into Wells. Wells now to Bauman, back to Wells, and she will get the offense set up for the Lady Mustangs. Her pass, though, is going to be tipped away, but she is going to get it back. She gets to A.B. Anderson. Anderson, the shot, net is up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken away by Martinez, and she is on the breakaway. That looked like a walk to me, but ball is going to be batted out of bounds by Klaus. So Lady Pirates get the ball inbounds over to Bernard. Back to Holkman on the right baseline. Shot is going to be up and no good by Bernard. And off of the Pirates and out of bounds. 6:21 to go here in the game. The Lady Mustangs up 56-16. And now the Lady Pirates decide to put on a full court press here. Down 40. Amy Anderson into the paint. Her little shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded and finally going to be picked up by Forsythe out on the right side. Now Wells picks up her dribble, gets it over to Forsythe, but not a good pass and out of bounds off of the Mustangs. So Alameda will inbound just in front of the Mustang bench. 5:55 to go here in this contest with the Mustangs up 40, 56-16. Over on the right side to Apodaca at the baseline. Now she's going to kick it back out to Martinez. Her shot is going to be up and good for two. Mustangs get the ball inbounds. Now we have a ball that has come out on the court. So they're going to stop play there for a second. So 5:28 to go as we will have the Mustangs inbounds backcourt. As they look to get the ball in, they get the ball in, and it's going to be tipped away and taken away by the Pirates, but then off of Holkland's leg and out of bounds, so the Mustangs will retain possession as they've moved it now into the front court to inbounds. We get it into Anderson. Anderson's pass to Wells. Wells picked up the dribble now off to Klaus. Anderson over on the far right side. Now back out to Wells out of point with 5 minutes to go here in the contest. Now they're going to call a push foul. And that will go against Gutierrez, will be her third. But not enough yet for the Mustangs to go to the line. Only 5 team fouls on the Lady Pirates, 8 on the Lady Mustangs. As they try to get the ball in bounds. It's going to be taken away by Forsythe on the right side. Now back to Bauman. Bauman's being hammered, and they finally call it. We'll see if that goes on Diana Holquin. Will be her first, team 6th. Forsythe the inbound right baseline of the Mustang basket. She gets it in to Bauman. Bauman to Anderson in the paint. Anderson needs to get up with it or get out of there. She's going to be called for the 3 seconds, and she did not get out of there in time. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Kind of a sloppy game here in this last quarter. Had 9 at halftime. Have about 26 now. Now they're going to say no shot as Michaela was called for the travel. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs. 4:42 to go, 56-18. .25 turnovers by the Lady Mustangs, 30 by the Pirates. Nice job by Kelsey Klaus to take the ball away. Now a tie-up in the backcourt belongs to the Lady Mustangs. So nice job by Kelsey Klaus to rip the ball out of the hands of the shooter, and then she got tied up, but possession to the Lady Mustangs. Now they get the ball into Bauman. Now she gets it up to Forsythe into the front court. Now back out to Bauman at the point, hands off to Wells. Amy Anderson drives it down the left side. Her layup is going to be up and no good off the basket, but rebounded by Forsythe. Forsythe gets knocked down. They're going to call out of bounds off of Forsythe, but it's kind of tough when you get pushed down to be able to stay in bounds. So Gutierrez gets the ball up court to Doc. Now they're going to get it into Pierce. Pierce's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Holkland. Tipped around and off of Kelsey Klaus and possession to the Pirates. The Pirates get the ball into the left corner with Doc now to Pierce. Now a shot up on the right side is up and no good. And off of Doc and out of bounds. So Amy Anderson to inbounds for the Lady Mustangs. As they continue with the full court press, Bauman on that right side brings it up into the front court. Gets it to Forsythe with 3:41 to go. Now they get it under to Klaus. Klaus' shot is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Now Bauman with it. Her little jumper from the right side off the backboard and no good. But out of bounds off of Doc. So Fort Morgan to inbounds right baseline of their basket with 3:28 to go. Leading 56-18. They get it into Anderson. A shot from the right side is up and good for Amy Anderson. Her first two of the contest. Pass intercepted by Forsythe. Her layup is up and no good. Rebounded by Wells. Her putback is up and good by Wells. So those are the first two buckets here for the Mustangs here in this fourth period. Now a three is going to be taken from the right side. Way off and rebounded by Anderson on that far right side. She gets it to Wells, but it's going to be off of Wells. It's going to be taken away by Apodaca. Now a tie-up is going to be called, but the possession arrow will be to the Lady Pirates of Alameda. Mustangs leading 60-18 with 2:40 to go here in this contest. Ball was almost knocked away by Anderson, but taken by Pierce. And that's Cisneros. Now she hands it off to Doc. Now underneath to Pierce. Her layup is going to be up and good. From the left side. Get the ball into the hands of Klaus into the front court. Now back into the hands of Forsythe. Dribbles around, gets it over to Wells. Wells' shot is going to be up and good off the backboard for Caitlin Wells. 6 points on the night for Wells. Now a 42-point lead for the Lady Mustangs, 62-20. As they get the ball into the front court, they try to get the ball underneath. They're going to call a foul on Bauman over the back. That will be Riley's first. That will send Pierce to the line for the 1-and-1. They have two on Bauman. Okay. Missed one along the way here somewhere. First free throw is up and no good by Pierce. Rebounded but taken away. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Doc. She's going to try a three from the right side, up and no good. Tipped around by Anderson. Gets it off into the hands of Wells as she brings it up into the front court with 1:30 to go as Forsythe looks to get the ball now into the hands of Anderson. Anderson is going to be hammered over on that right side. So she will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. I believe that foul will be on Pierce. See, that's her third. I'm missing them along the way here someplace, but Amy Anderson with the 1-and-1. That free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Lady Pirates. Cisneros has it taken away from her by Wells. Now a foul is going to be called on this near side, and that will go against Cisneros. be her third. So Caitlin Wells goes to the line for the 1-and-1. 18 fouls on Alameda, 9 on the Mustangs. Free throw is up and good for Wells, so she will earn another. 7 points on the night for Wells. So a number of Lady Mustangs on the board tonight, and that free throw up and also good. Down to a minute 15 to go here in the game, 64-20. Lady Mustangs. Ball is going to be taken away by Bauman. Now to get it into the hands of Wells. Pass is going to be up into the hands of Anderson. Underneath to Klaus. Klaus is going to turn and shoot. Net is up and in for Kelsey Klaus. Her first points of the night. Makes it a 46-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs. Under a minute to go. Get the ball into Pierce. That shot is going to be up and contested by Klaus and no good. Rebounded by Klaus. They get it into the hands now of Wells with 37 seconds to go. Now Forsythe to Anderson. Back to Forsythe. And I think Schoen wants him to move the ball. We're down to 20 seconds to go here. 66-20. Forsythe now out to Klaus. Tipped away from her momentarily. Now to Bauman. We're down to 10 seconds to go here as the Lady Mustangs, and Caitlin Wells is going to take a shot, but rebounded underneath by Klaus and up and in for Kelsey Klaus. So a long desperation shot at the end of the game is no good. So Lady Mustangs win it 68-20. We'll be back with the postgame show on B106 and B106.com. This Fort Morgan Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So the Lady Mustangs with a big victory here tonight as they beat the Lady Pirates of Alameda 68-20. Mustangs were in complete control right from the start. It was 19-2 at the end of the first period, 36-6 at half, 56-16 at the end of the third period, and 68-20 at the end of the contest. Scoring for the Alameda Lady Pirates is Pierce with 6, Martinez with 5, Doc with 4, Apodaca with 3, and Bernard with 2 for their 20. Leading the way tonight for the Mustangs is Haley Lewis with 22. Holly Shaver with 13. Caitlin Wells with 8. Kelsey Shaver with 2. Amy Anderson, Riley Bauman each with 2. Abby Mussman with 7. Lindsay Nestor with 5. Kelsey Klaus with 4. And Michaela Forsythe with 3. Mustangs were also 12 of 17 from the free throw line for 71%. As far as turnovers go, Mustangs only had 9 at halftime, but ended up with 27. But that's going to happen. They brought in the non-starters. They set the starters down there in that third period, and a lot of turnovers and fouls committed in that last half of basketball. So 27 turnovers for your Lady Mustangs, 32 for the Lady Pirates. Mustangs out-rebounded the Lady Pirates by a count of 40-9. As far as fouls were concerned tonight, Maddie Griffith did foul out. She had 5. Riley Bauman, Haley Lewis, Michaela Forsythe, each with 2. Kelsey Klaus, Hallie Shaver, and Kelsey Shaver each with 1. For the Pirates, Bernard with 3, Pierce with 3, Cisneros with 3, and as well as Gutierrez and Martinez, Holquin, Lucero, Doc, and Sullivan each with 1. So a nice victory here by the Lady Mustangs as they will now sit 9-1 in league and now over 500 overall at 10-9. Fort Morgan Mustang Player of the Game is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center, with 3 locations to serve you better: Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan. Your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies, from plumbing to feed. So we will go with Caitlin Wells tonight. She came off the bench, had 8 points. The leader out there on the court after when the starters had gone to the bench, and she was out leading the second group and did a fine job tonight for Caitlin Wells. So we're going to go with Caitlin Wells for our Mustang Player of the Game. So we will take a break and then be back with a little information here now on the boys, as they will get started here shortly here on B106 and B106.com.